Y'all know Mendeecees Harris, right? The man who's been giving us total relationship goals with Yandy Smith? The power couple that everyone's been looking up to? Well, honey, that perfect marriage image just got shattered into a million tiny pieces and the internet is absolutely losing its collective mind. A video just leaked online, and when I tell you it's spreading faster than wildfire in a drought, I mean it's everywhere. The moment it hit social media, it was like dropping a match in a room full of gasoline. Boom! And let me tell you, the content? Absolutely shocking. There's Mendeecees, clear as day, in some fancy hotel room with, wait for it, a female fan. And darling, they weren't exactly discussing the weather if you catch my drift. The internet is in absolute chaos. People are demanding answers, hashtags are trending left and right, and Yandy's silence? Oh baby, it's speaking volumes. It's screaming from the rooftops, and what it's saying isn't pretty. But here's where things start getting really interesting. Nobody knows where this video came from. It's like it just materialized out of thin air. Some people are convinced the woman leaked it herself, others are theorizing it's some elaborate setup, and honey, they might be onto something. And there's even talk about it being AI generated. But let me tell you something. When you see it, there's nothing artificial about that intelligence, if you know what I mean. The footage hit social media like a Category 5 hurricane, and at first, everyone was in denial. No way, not Mendeecees. This has to be fake. Someone's trying to set him up. But then, oh honey, then the receipts started rolling in, and they were more detailed than an itemized hotel bill. The video might have been a little blurry, don't they always are? But there was absolutely no mistaking that face, that voice, and get this, he was wearing the exact same designer hoodie he had on in his Instagram story just hours before. I mean, come on, if you're going to do something sneaky, at least change your clothes. Amateur hour, am I right? People started flooding Yandy's comments section like it was Black Friday at a designer outlet. They were begging, pleading, demanding her to say something, anything. But our girl Yandy, complete radio silence. And if you know anything about Yandy Smith, you know that's about as rare as finding a pair of Louboutins at a yard sale. Usually, when there's even a whisper about cheating, she's quicker to shut it down than a parent catching their teenager sneaking out. But this time, nothing but crickets, darling. And just when we all thought this tea couldn't get any hotter, this mysterious Instagram account appears out of absolutely nowhere at Dark Karma. Talk about a dramatic entrance. Their first post? You all want the truth? Stay tuned. I got receipts. Within an hour, people, they had over 50,000 followers. The anticipation was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Then bam, like a bomb dropping in the middle of Sunday brunch, they released the screenshots. DMs between Mendeecees and some mystery woman saying things like, "We gotta keep this low-key," and "Don't trip, you know I got you." I nearly fell off my chair. But wait, because this tea is about to get even hotter than a summer sidewalk in Atlanta. Someone with detective skills that would make Sherlock Holmes jealous found an old Instagram story from the night the video was supposedly taken. There's Mendeecees just casually lounging around, scrolling through his phone like he doesn't have a care in the world. Seems innocent enough, right? Wrong! The background matched the leaked footage perfectly. Same hotel, same curtains, same everything. It was like catching someone with cookie crumbs all over their face, claiming they didn't raid the cookie jar. But hold on to your wigs, clutch your pearls, and maybe grab something to fan yourself with, because this scandal is about to take a turn that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. Turns out this video didn't just magically appear online like some sort of social media miracle. Someone deliberately leaked it, and when you find out who, baby, you're going to need more than a minute to process this. Remember that cryptic Instagram story I mentioned? Well, they dropped another bomb that had everyone's notifications going crazy. Y'all want to know who leaked it? Ask the woman in the video. And that's when a name dropped in the comments that changed everything. Tasha Monroe. At first, nobody knew who this Tasha person was, but then the internet did what the internet does best. It went full detective mode. And what they uncovered? Child, let me tell you. Tasha isn't just some random fan who got lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it. She's a model, an influencer, and apparently, someone who's been in Mendeecees' orbit for longer than anyone realized. Old pictures started surfacing faster than gossip at a family reunion. Tasha and Mendeecees at events, at after parties, even on vacation. This wasn't just a one-time thing, honey. This was a whole situation with a capital S. The receipts were longer than a CVS receipt and twice as shocking. Then, like a gift from the gossip gods themselves, a voice memo leaked. And not just any voice memo, it was Tasha herself spilling all the tea to a friend. Girl, I warned him. I told him if he kept playing me, I would ruin his life. He thought I was blind. bluffing. Well, guess what? Now the whole world knows who he really is. The internet absolutely lost it. This wasn't just cheating. This was revenge, served ice cold with a side of public humiliation. While everyone was still processing this bombshell, Yandy finally made a move that spoke louder than any statement could. She didn't say a word, but what she did next, she unfollowed Mendeecees. Just like that, in the world of social media, that's like filing for divorce in the court of public opinion. But Mendeecees, oh honey, he wasn't about to go down without a fight. He jumped on Instagram Live looking more stressed than a student during finals week, trying to deny everything. You all really believe anything the internet says? This is crazy. That ain't me in that video, y'all tripping. The comments were more brutal than a Simon Cowell critique. Not you lying on live. Explain the hoodie, bro. We ain't stupid. People were not buying what he was selling, and the clearance rack was full. But just when everyone thought he was about to log off and lick his wounds, he dropped a bomb that had everyone's phones freezing mid-scroll. Looking straight into the camera with the intensity of a man about to reveal government secrets, he said something that made everyone's jaw drop to the floor. Y'all don't even know the whole story. That video, it was leaked by someone trying to set me up, and I know exactly who it was. It was Yandy. The internet literally froze for a hot second before exploding like a shaken champagne bottle. What kind of plot twist? This was some next-level drama that not even the best soap opera writers could dream up. But Mendeecees wasn't done. He claimed Yandy had been looking for a way out, that she orchestrated this whole video scandal so she could leave without looking bad. The drama was getting thicker than my mama's Sunday gravy. But just when everyone was trying to process this shocking accusation, Yandy went live. And baby, she had some things to say that would make a priest clutch his rosary. She appeared on screen, eyes slightly swollen like she'd been crying, but her voice stronger than a double shot of espresso. I have kept quiet out of respect, she began, her voice steady as a surgeon's hand. But since lies are being told, I have no choice but to tell the truth. And then she dropped a bombshell that had everyone shook to their core. Not only was Tasha behind the leak, but she had help from someone inside their circle. Samantha Wallace, Mendeecees' ex and the mother of his son. Yes, you heard that right. The same Samantha who'd been at war with Yandy for years. The same one who'd accused Mendeecees of abandoning their child. And Yandy had receipts that would make an accountant blush. DMs between Samantha and Tasha planning the whole thing, screenshots that would make your head spin, even a recorded phone call where Mendeecees was practically begging Samantha to keep things quiet. But why would Samantha do this? According to Yandy, it was all about revenge, served colder than a winter night in Alaska. Samantha never forgave Mendeecees for how he treated her, how he embarrassed her on TV. This wasn't just about exposing cheating, this was about payback, pure and simple. Just when we thought this scandal couldn't possibly have any more twists and turns than a mountain road, Mendeecees came back with one final bombshell that turned everything upside down and inside out. He went live again, but this time he was different. Calm, calculated, like a man who knew he was about to flip the whole script. He claimed this whole thing was actually a setup, not just by Tasha and Samantha, but by Yandy herself. And he had receipts that would make Amazon jealous. He pulled out text messages between Yandy and Tasha from weeks before the video leaked, with Yandy saying things like, "Make sure you have the footage. We need people to believe it." But why would Yandy orchestrate such an elaborate scheme that would make Ocean's 11 look like child's play? According to Mendeecees, it was all about power and control of their business, their brand, everything they'd built together. And then he dropped the mother of all bombs. Yandy was allegedly already seeing someone else. Rich Dollaz? Yes, that Rich Dollaz. Yandy's old friend who'd always been just a little too close for comfort. The internet absolutely lost it. The theories started flying faster than designer bags at a sample sale. Was this all an elaborate plan for Yandy to transition from one relationship to another while maintaining her public image? Was Mendeecees really the victim in this whole situation? Or was this just another one of his games to save face? Right now, the internet is more divided than a pizza at a kid's party. Some people are believing Mendeecees' receipts, convinced he's been played like a fiddle in an orchestra. Others think he's just trying to save face after getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And Yandy? Well, word on the street is she's about to drop her own bombshell that could change everything again. This scandal has more layers than a wedding cake, honey. And with each new revelation, it just gets juicier and juicier. Was this really a setup from the start? Did Yandy play the ultimate chess move while everyone else was playing checkers? Or is Mendeecees just making excuses for getting caught? And what about Rich Dollaz? Has he really been waiting in the wings this whole time like an understudy ready to take the lead role? One thing's for sure. This drama is far from over. And trust me, when Yandy finally speaks again, you know we'll be right here with all the tea, served piping hot with a side of truth. This isn't just a scandal anymore, sweetie. This is a whole soap opera playing out in real time. And I am living for every single moment. Stay tuned, because if you thought this was wild, just wait until you hear what's coming next. The way this story keeps evolving, I wouldn't be surprised if we find out aliens were involved. Keep those notifications on, because this tea is still steaming hot, and trust me, you don't want to miss a single scalding drop. The drama is far from over, and something tells me we're just getting started. This is the kind of scandal that will have people talking for years to come, and honey, we're here for every single second of it. Every single second of it.